Hey guys, Chris Undertaking out here digging at Placer Pete's for the weekend, and I brought my family. We'll see how this goes. We drove up with the RV for a 2-night, 3-day stay digging on Placer Pete's. Day 1 would be a test run, while day 2 would be our main digging day, while day 3 would just be packing up to leave. And yes, I did bring a drone on this trip to get some really cool footage. But enough talking. Let's jump into dig day 1. I went right back to a spot that I've gotten a lot of gold from. So we set up our gear on the hole of gold. So buckle up real quick for this drone journey. So why is there gold in that exact spot? The simple answer, valleys. Hundreds of years ago, these valleys formed and transformed, depositing gold from geological events. So we found this valley and started to dig, and we've gotten a lot of gold out of this valley. I'm over here hiding because my family keeps asking me, where's the gold? We just got here, guys. We just got here. Okay, so what's the plan for this dig? Operation Hole of Gold will be executed in 2 phases. 2!
Phase 1.
Clear out the dirt between hole A and hole B. If you're confused, it's just this area I have circled right here that we're going to be clearing out. Got it? Moving on.
Phase 2.
Shot back the area after we moved the dirt. Well, that was anticlimactic. Since this was day 1 and we had just done the long drive and set up the RV camper, we decided we just wanted to test the dirt to ensure that we were on the right spot for the big dig tomorrow. This included setting up the kids with their RC cars and a little game of chase around the hole of gold. It didn't take long for my mom to grab the shovel and start slinging dirt into the dry washer. Her hard work and dedication inspired me and my dad. My dad and I worked in tandem, broing out, father and son, as a team to move a half yard of dirt, which would give us a great indication if we were following the gold pay streak. This is the material we were running through the dry washer, full of gravel sitting on top of a decomposing granite bedrock. The dirt gets fed into the dry washer where the grizzly bars prevent the big rocks from clogging up the riffles. The material is fed down into the riffles of the machine, where air is blown in to separate the gold from the dirt. This is a dry system used in the desert, so instead of using water, we use air to separate the gold from the dirt. And as you can see, the material flows over the riffles just like it would in a water system. Think of it as a dry high banker. Once we got the machine tuned in, we were able to move a lot of dirt very quickly. We processed a half yard of dirt in less than 30 minutes. We were super impressed by our speed. What's great about this spot is how close it is to the RV. It's only a short walk. I scooped the last shovelfuls of dirt, and it was time to do our clean out. Hey guys, we're gonna be doing our first clean out, see if we got some gold so we can continue that way along the pay streak. Let's see what we get. Tap, 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 tap. How much gold are we gonna get, Dad?
I'd say 0.2 grams.
Woo! You heard it, 0.2 grams. We're getting it. My hands are dirty.
Grams are already coming.
Oh, it's a tiny little guy.
It's the baby. It's the beginning of the mother load.
Hey, Mom, how do you feel about your first gold?
Awesome, so fun.
For just digging a test hole, we got a lot of gold and even a nice nugget that made a nice little clinking sound when we dropped it in the pan. With day 1 in the books and we got lots of gold, it was onward to day 2. This was the day of digging for Operation the Hole of Gold. Day 2, we're out here.
Hey, good morning.
We woke up 6 o'clock in the morning. All the boys are good. We're gonna get our dig on and go do some great things and find them gold. Once we wake up and our bones loosen up and our back doesn't hurt no more. Okay, bye. We started the day off with hot chocolate and coffee around the fire with some breakfast. It's important when you know you're digging all day to take care of your body. So right after breakfast, I did some morning prospecting stretches. Engaged my brain with a game of ice break, a morning jog. You can't get my gold if you can't catch me. Followed by some nutritional consumption. That's delicious. Delicious. I was ready to get started. Hey guys, so we're out here on day 2 of our dig, day 2, and it's actually cold enough to wear a sweatshirt, and I'm excited because I get to peel layers as I dig for gold today, because it's nice and cool this morning. So we'll see how much gold we get today. Stay tuned. We started digging right away to start processing the dirt. We anticipate this would be about 2 yards of dirt to connect the 2 holes. My son Luca dove in to start digging with us. Wanted to join the fray of men doing manly stuff, slinging dirt with a shovel, getting dirty, moving dirt, getting gold, lots of dust. I have no idea where I'm going with this. So one thing we always talk about is reclamation. So filling in back in the holes, leaving the dirt where you found it and putting it back. Well, what's nice about this setup is we're already in a hole, so we're gonna dig and it's gonna naturally fill in as we move along this channel. So it makes our lives a lot easier and I don't have to fill in the hole afterwards. So work smarter, not harder. Everybody went back to the RV to take a mid-morning break, but I just kept digging, which also gave me the perfect opportunity to conduct my gold prospecting wad of the day. So we're running along this pay streak channel right here, and we're gonna dig out all of this today and meet it with this hole over here. So this whole area we're gonna clear out and see how much gold we can get from here. And I'm thinking it's gonna be quite a bit, so I'm pretty excited. Back from their break, they got right back to it. If you notice, we did put masks on. And it's not for COVID. It's to prevent valley fever, which is caused by spores that are released from the ground when you're digging in it. And it's some nasty stuff, and you can lose some severe lung capacity if you get it. So wear a mask when you're out there digging in the desert. It'll save your life, or at least extend it for a little bit longer. As we cleared dirt, we transitioned to the shop vac to clean up the area. My sons love doing this. If only I could get them to vacuum their own rooms. That would be amazing. At the bottom of this pay streak channel was a bedrock layer consisting of decomposing granite with a slight layer of pumice on top. After we vacuumed the dirt, we then ran it separately through the dry washer.
So we're going to catch what we just did from the vacuum into its own separate bucket to see if we see what we're missing when we shovel.
What's nice about when you clean out back to back like this so quickly, this tray doesn't get stuck because there's not as much gravels getting in between. So this was the fastest clean out I've done in a long time, so super awesome. So look how far we've gotten this morning. So we started there, we've shot back now. So we only got this little piece right here we're gonna finish up today and clear that out to connect the holes. See how much dust is being generated when the lid is up from the dry washer? Watch what happens when I shut the lid. Barely any dust. This is why I love this machine so much, the Keen 190 dustless dry washer, because it's dustless. So I don't know how much further we have to go, but I might as well just take a quick measurement. I say about 3 feet, give or take a foot or 2. It was finally time to break the gap between the 2 holes. Operation Hole of Gold Phase 1 was almost complete. Or wait, what do they say? Quench the thirst? Yeah. Gatorade, drink of champions. Quench the thirst. Initiate
Phase 2.
Time to shop back the gold out. So I want you to look at something very interesting here. When I'm rubbing the tip of the hose of the shop vac, it's breaking up pieces of the decomposing granite. If I'm able to do that so easily with a shop vac hose that's made of plastic, that means gold can get in there pretty easily, hence why we're vacuuming it out. And you'll see later why we do this, because when we do the clean out separately from digging and shop vacuuming, you'll see how much gold we miss because the shovel's unable to get into these crevices. So we got our white bucket versus our orange bucket. One's a shop vac clean out, the other is just straight out of the machine digging. So we're gonna see how much gold we get in each clean out. Stay tuned. It was time to clean up the area and get to panning. We have a whole path! Without knowing how much gold we have, I can honestly say that Operation Hole of Gold was a huge success. So we're out here and we're gonna do our cleanups now from today's dig with my dad, doing some gold things. What'd you find, Finny?
Legos.
You found a Lego out in the desert? That's random. And we're walking somewhere. Only he knows. I'm digging dirt for gold and he's just finding Legos. Slightly jealous.
Bye, Finny. Bye-bye.
So we started with the white bucket, and remember, this is a bucket that we just did straight digging into. This wasn't the shop vac bucket. And look how much gold we got. Oh my goodness. For 2 yards of dirt, and this isn't even the shop vac results, I'm pretty excited. We used the pipette to transfer the gold into a vial. Once the gold started showing, we had a visitor try to see it. This is one of the cool things about being out in the high desert. You get to see creatures that you normally wouldn't. And this tarantula is so freaking awesome. They're docile, they don't attack you, and they're very peaceful. Back to the gold. Now it was time to clean out our shop vac results. Let's see how much gold we would have missed had we not shop vac'd and only relied on the shovel. And look at that! And don't worry, there's a little bit more. We accidentally left some of the dirt in one of the orange buckets. So we have 2 pan cleanouts from the shop vac. Is it worth it to whip out the shop vac and vacuum the dirt? I would say so. I had an incredible time digging for gold with my parents and sons. And my wife had a fantastic staycation at home away from the kids. She definitely deserves it.
They're after me gold.
Besides giving the location of my hole of gold to my parents, my kids had a fantastic time. They played in dirt, shoveled in dirt, played on their pads. We even watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Santa Claus. I mean, this trip was amazing and a great time. Definitely lots of memories. Not to mention, we got lots and lots of gold. That's just the cherry on top. If you enjoyed finding gold with me, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my gold adventures. Chris Undertaking out, and heavy pans.